Hey folks, Quilly Team here, and welcome to our Let's Play of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Now, I think this episode will be entitled Episode 1, but there is an Episode 0 where I go through the character creation, which you can see what we ended up over here. We are going to be playing a half-elf grenadier, a version of the artificer kit, and we are going to be true neutral, or we'll at least see how long that lasts as we jump into the game. As a reminder, I don't actually have any experience with tabletop Pathfinder, and I haven't played Pathfinder Kingmaker before, except that I have played through the prologue today, right before recording this, as a different character, and before I decided to start recording it, I made a bard, played through the introduction area, and then decided to start over as a different character so that I wouldn't compete with Lindsay, and also, hey, what the heck, let's record it. So I've only been spoiled for the first few minutes of the game, really. Bum, 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 bum. I've made it out. Yeah, I made it through the prologue and wandered briefly around the world map. So I've at least should have the mechanics.
The mansion of an Aldori sword lord, drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward. Heroes of all stripes gathered here.
I hope the voice volume is okay. It's set to 100% in game, so fingers crossed there. I'll try not to talk through the dialogue too much. Might happen from time to time, we'll see. So yeah, lots of people around.
This is taking forever. It didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway, rich folk?
So I liked her immediately. The one thing I will say is the font that they use for like the capital letter here, as well as the little banner over people's heads. Sometimes I have a hard time making out what the letter is, or, you know, here, because I remember seeing this character around somewhere else later and being like, oh, there's someone named Miri. I've never met a Miri. And then when I click, I'm like, oh, it's a Miri. Yeah, I've totally met a Miri. So that might happen a few times where I don't kind of read the text properly because of this extra letter. I looked through the options to see if there was a way to turn that off and just go with like a default font throughout. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it. It does look very nice, but it might throw me off a little bit.
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap.
See, I like her.
If you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
Sorry, it just feels like these guys need a little intro music as they were walking in here.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this
Jamandi.
is Lord Mayor
The hardest part of these is often remembering all the names.
to my mansion.
So Jamandi is the Sword Lord, and Lord Mayor Yosef. Yosef and Jamandi. Welcome, my mansion.
We
Okay.
thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless. Exactly what Restov needs.
So Restov is our land? Or no, it's one of the largest cities. So it's not a kingdom exactly. Well, this world, which I know nothing about at this point, might just mostly be city-states as opposed to larger kingdoms. Okay.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border.
Oh, Brevoy is a nation.
known as the
Okay,
Stolen.
Brevoy and Restov.
This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the stolen lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder.
Yeah, it seems like a fair deal.
Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the stolen lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
Yeah, well, there's a whole lot of us here. Who exactly is going to be the Baron in the end?
I will, of course. I'm the
Yeah, I don't
leader
like
of
you.
this team after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
Yeah, Tartuccio? Yeah, not a fan. Your eyebrows, way too long, buddy.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives.
This guy makes me think of Eeyore.
If I may please answer the question. We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title.
Sure you do.
Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
Why not just recognize the Stag Lord of Marin? You know, I don't even want to put the idea in her head. But let's see what they have to say.
That's a good point. As I see it, this Stag Lord
Jaethal.
already holds power over the region with confidence. Many noble bloodlines were started by bandits who just got lucky, weren't they?
She does seem very pragmatic, very practical.
Perhaps because we do have standards to maintain. This room has seen many celebrations of adventurers, and even those who just got lucky. But giving a noble title to a bandit lord? That's one thing that's never happened here, and it won't while I still breathe.
So you're just helping us found a barony. Like, what do you gain from such generosity? Like, not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but it seems too good to be true.
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around or whatever it is you do.
I think I might have to stuff a bomb down his throat.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
I like her a lot. Noticing you've heard her comment, she winks at you coyly. Oh, okay, I thought it was a conversation with her. No, she was just commenting on the side. So what rewards can we expect exactly? I mean, obviously a Baron title, but apparently I'm dumb and have to ask.
Seek beyond a noble title and your own lands.
Dude, I'm not... You're 100% right. It was a stupid-ass question. But there was a dialogue choice. I had to click on it.
We'll absorb the costs of preparing and equipping your expeditions. Once you return victorious, Restov will also allocate you a significant sum to provide financial support for you to establish your country. Essentially, we'll help you build your capital. I hope such a reward is satisfactory.
I mean, yeah, again, it still sounds a little too good to be true, but does sound really good.
Words, words, words. Significant, financial. I can't fill my belly with pretty words.
I don't know if she's going to be a good fit for our party or not, but me personally, I'm very entertained by her. I don't know if Quill is, but I am.
Of course. There will also be an official banquet held in your honor. All of Rostov's high society
I love me a banquet.
gather to celebrate your feat.
Now you're talking.
Yeah. It's clear as day.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow.
Do I have to gather my party first?
You can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
Well, I'll do what I can. There's people walking out. I guess the lighting's very nice. The texture of the carpets all looks very sumptuous. I like that. There's, what do you call that? Like the ambient occlusion over here? Is that what it's called? I don't know, but it does give you a good sort of fake, you know, ray tracing effect. All looks really nice. Sorry, Lindsay, I spoke over you. That's terrible. I was, observing the decor here. Even smoke coming out of the candles. So this is Lindsay. You're a bard. See, and this is the thing. Like, I got to this point, and I was like, right away, I'm like, all right, I like Lindsay. Oh, what a shame that I decided to be a bard. I did keep playing because I'm like, well, maybe she's not a party member. Maybe it's just. But yeah, it does seem like she is a long-term party member you can have. So I did not be a bard anymore. That's not true. I could have been, but still, I'm okay with re-rolling here with the Artificer. Shall we teach the Stag Lord a lesson? We sure will. Just wait. There's plenty of great feats in store. I'm Quill. Pleased to meet you. What do you want from me? I'm sure we'll have plenty of great feats.
I have no doubt. Kind of related, I wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow?
He sucks.
I think he's pretty obnoxious, personally.
He sucks.
He made himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him.
I don't like him either.
You should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Wait, a book?
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
I mean, I can't disagree. That does sound very practical.
And then I thought,
all heroes should be followed by bards.
I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
What about that barbarian? She looks pretty heroic. I think her name's Amiri.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. You can tell she could tear a bear's head off with her bare hands, but she kind of scares me just a little. But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, all right? I'm sure you'll agree.
No, don't get me wrong. I want you to write a book about me.
To write about tonight. See you in the morning.
Bye. Now, I don't think I can have a conversation with anyone else over here. I did some poking around on my first playthrough, and I'm pretty sure you just get a little bit of flavor text. So yeah, we can basically leave the hall whenever we want here. I don't think there's any lootables. Yeah, we can probably disable the tutorial. Maybe there's some tutorial stuff much later on that I'll miss by not having it, but overall it's okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything. Oh, Lindsay just suddenly disappeared. Hello, you. Oh, that's Kaessi. Native land of Quadra. Palaces are furnished quite differently. All right. Let me just check my inventory. We got a couple of ever-burning torches. I'm equipped with a light crossbow. I've got some alchemist fire potions, potion of cure light wound, potion of reduced person. All right. Oh, my spells. I just realized I didn't actually pick my memorizations, I think, right? Shield and reduced person. Okay, we'll go with that. And let's walk out here. Swift action doesn't require time to perform. One per round. Gotcha. No problemo. I think our sleep is about to be interrupted.
Help! Help!
Lindsay bursts into your room. She looks scared. Her face is smeared with soot, and she holds a weapon in her hand. What's going on?
The mansion's
Get out of my room.
We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers, or we'll all be cut down one by one.
That does sound very practical. We should group up. Would have been funny if that had been a Wilhelm scream. Don't think that was. So she says we need to team up, then she walks out, but... Oh! Yeah, and then we are in a fight. Now, the game does have some rudimentary AI for your party members. It mostly all it does. Well, I think there's a bunch of extra options you can turn on for them over here. Yeah, by default, the AI doesn't use expendable spells. There may be a few other options for it as well somewhere about items. Maybe it's the same. The basic behavior is mostly just going to cause your characters to auto-attack, which is very convenient. You can also right-click on one of your abilities on your action bar and make it be cast by the AI. I'm going to go ahead and disable that for the Alchemist Bombs, because friendly fire, limited resources. The action is still started. I'm going to let it continue. Hopefully it'll toss the bomb before this guy closes in on me and hurts me. Looks like the answer is... Oh, it actually switched when I right-clicked it. I didn't realize that it canceled the bomb attack. It kind of sucks that we are going to be in melee range with our bow, but I guess that's going to have to be fine. I suppose I should could shield myself here. I don't know if there's any way to get any information about what kind of health these guys have. Because that's just their progress meter. Or is that their hit point on the top? That might be. No, see, then it goes away. No, it's still sort of there. Yeah, we'll find out. If we kill him one time. Yeah, okay, I guess that little red bar is their health. So we can loot this guy. Now, one thing that's quite cool about this game is that when you leave an area, you get one final pop-up to collect all the loot you might have left behind. So you don't actually have to loot these corpses as you go. I think if there's any lootable objects around, you might have to at least click on them and open them once. I'm not sure. Maybe being near them and clicking on them is enough. But I really should check on the exact mechanic of that, because that might be relevant with, you know, saving some of our time. So, assassins here already follow me quick. Well, I'm not going to follow you that quick. I'm going to go loot some more of these side rooms. Hey, look at this. They are not as lucky. I guess there were a lot of people in that Great Hall, like a bunch of them with generic just adventurer names. So I'm assuming that's what we're finding over here, is these guys kind of dead. Looks like if you click far enough away, you run.
In due time.
And if it's too close, it walks? I don't know. Anything in here? Oh, there we go. We want to go over here. It's not double clicking. I think it must just be a distance thing. I wonder if there's an option to always run when we're out. Hold on, why is it not doing it? I'm sure it was before. Maybe indoors here we're always on walk mode? Unless it's related to the difficulty. Speed depends on weight you're carrying? If I turn this off... Oh! Okay. Oh, I have a heavy amount of weight here. So right now I'm getting a 67% decrease. Whoa. Okay, everything is really heavy. In the interest of speeding up the game, we're going to leave that off so we can move around a little faster. I mean, unless there was literally a mode where I can hit fast forward where everything happens at double the speed, right? Where I don't actually walk twice as fast, but time passes twice as fast. We'll see. All right, a couple more bad guys. We are paused by default. I don't want to bomb these guys. Oh, that's Tartuccio. You know, I don't really care about him. They're pretty far away. I wonder if I could get a bomb off before they close into melee range. That's not gonna... Okay, I think I canceled my move just in time. I was gonna say that was gonna bomb Lindsay.
A bit longer and I'd have...
Don't want to do that.
I don't even want to think about it.
I think the bombs are gonna be trickier to use unless we're fighting ranged people. Until level 2. Then my partners become immune to it.
Unscathed, ready to
I'm sorry, did I just talk over Tartuccio? Oh, I feel so bad.
In the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before? We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the stolen lands. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you.
So Tartuccio gives me a ring. Oh, that seems awfully nice. He is trying to divide us, though, me and Lindsay. And I don't think that's going to go over too well. I'm going to equip this ring because it couldn't possibly lead to anything bad. And in fact, it does give us +1 to AC. It is a ring of +1 protection. So we're going to go from a 16 to a 17 AC. That's really... seems like a pretty good improvement. We've got a new party member. Sure, that seems fine. We got more lootable corpses over here, but we can just leave some of that behind. Let's check this little side room for more loot. Excellent. I think that's a ring and some gold. Looks like this connects to the same room. I wonder if I could just start this with a bomb. Bowman. I mean, the bowmen are definitely going to stay in the back, so... Haha! What a good way to start the combat. And in fact, let that launch. I can queue up a second one over here. Because they're definitely not going to close in on us. I made a reflex save, which is annoying. Oh, he is dead, though. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll just go ahead and finish off. None of my people are meleeers, so I guess I'm just going to have to tank the front line over here, and that's going to have to be okay. Ooh, we got some potions. Let's grab some of those. And other than that, I'm not too... Oh, they all had a bunch of potions. Well, well, well. We can leave the rest for later. So yeah, we've got this belt here for quick use. And what's interesting, and it took me a while to like think, I was like, am I doing the UI wrong? It's 1 potion per slot. You can't stack them in here, but sort of fair. And yeah, this is their personal inventory as opposed to shared. So everyone's got like their own weight capacity from their personal inventory, and then split the load over here to finish things up. Anyway, we'll equip those potions on him for now, but we'll probably be yoinking them later because, again, he's a big butt face and we hate him. More blood over here. Oh, I was gonna say there was an orc or a half orc in the opening party, or like in the opening hall. I guess that's the one there. Man, these assassins are doing a thorough job. Hide armor. Hide armor's kind of crap. It's pretty heavy and it's not worth anything. But again, I don't have to worry about looting these. Oh well, I'll exit in the chest. Well, you know what? I'm gonna leave that there. I think that'll show up on the looting panel later. Again, I don't know if it's because we opened it or not. Kitty! Barrel of fish. Barrel of fish. Alright, well, I'll grab those anyway, because I know I want those. Books. Cooking book. Well, it's worth 10 bucks. I don't know. We'll grab that. Maybe it's a recipe I can make in real life. Silver ring. Silver ring and some gold. Sounds good. Knock, knock. Hey, we found Amari. Amiri. I think it's Amiri. Oh yeah, let's help her out. Can't drop a bomb in there. And you can see here that Tartucco's AI, he's got Ray of Frost, a cantrip, set to autocast, so he just spams that constantly.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down. Blood for Gorham!
Alright! Gorham, also known as our Lord in Iron, got a battle above all other pursuits. Yep, alright. Sounds like an appropriate god for her.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
Sorry about the beeping sound in the background.
Stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
Goddess of lust and revenge? Damn. See, this guy's a butt. We don't like him. Grab the potion. Sounds good. Head into the next room. Oh, cutscene. Oh, keep an eye on this guy. It's your last chance. Drop your weapons. We'll spare your lives. So generous. I'm afraid I can't offer you the same courtesy. Hey, you ugly mug. Get them! Stomp, 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 stomp. He just crushes one of his own dudes who goes a ragdoll. That seems like some sort of frost giant to me, and that seems like something we do not want to tank with, especially since he insta-killed all these guys. I don't know, maybe it's a once per day activity and we'll be better off. Like, we'll be fine. I don't know, I think he can probably still split in us half. We're level 1 characters for crying out loud. Might as well grab the potions for now. So I don't think we can go out this way right now. We have to go deeper in. I like how the journal, yeah, it's Lindsay's journal. It's from her point of view over here. Note to self, come up with a fancy nickname, add it here. I wonder if she ever does. Yeah, I like that extra little personality to make the journals more, just a little more interesting, a little bit more personal. Passage is blocked. Mm-hmm. Open the door. Next room. We have to do a dexterity check to get through here. Probably, I don't think there's any other way to go but here. So this might be a thing that's set so easy that you can't fail it, just, you know, for the purpose of showing it off as, you know, kind of an extended tutorial. Or maybe if you fail, you take some damage. I succeeded. Excellent. I think that, yeah, these things always use the best one in your party. So that's kind of cool. Or of the people you've got selected. Got a couple of assassins here. Let's just start with a bomb.
Victory is certain.
Boom. There we you go, kill the ranged one, and then deal with the fact that we are going to be using a ranged weapon in melee. Oh, Explodo! Interesting, Lindsay tried to do a lore check there. I wonder for what? Yeah. That's interesting. Opens the door. Alright, we'll get to check all the side rooms. An armory. Wouldn't mind if we borrowed some weapons. Well, that's probably true. I mean, we are, you know, probably trying to save her. We're trying to get to the Great Hall, where she is. Masterwork mace. Let's make sure to loot that now. Actually, the composite longbow is worth 100 gold. That is pretty valuable. So we're going to, again, make sure we grab it now as a priority. Banded mail is very heavy. And I mean, it's worth, like, well, I think that one was 62. So it's worth a decent amount, but I'm not sure. That's really heavy and only worth a 7. Key. Small key that opens the northern wing of the mansion. Okay, I guess we needed that.
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
What? No, we're heroes, not thieves.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over.
So here's our first, I think our first moral quandary of the game. Here's the thing. We are going to be picking up almost everything that's not bolted down, and probably some of the things that are. So we should probably accept the fact that we are effectively stealing all the time. And, you know, I think that's part of our our current sort of pragmatic take on things of, you know, if they're taking from someone else and giving it to ourselves, it's net zero, and we're probably going to do better things with it than they will. So it's actually better for everyone if we have more stuff? Here we go. We're going to start with no distractions. If you haven't forgotten, they're trying to kill us.
Finally, a voice of reason.
At least Lindsay will be a little happy with us for that.
Do what you want. I don't care. It was just a suggestion. But there's a lot of money in that chest, and with all these bandits running around, it wouldn't be any better if they...
That is true. It would be bad if they stole it. And here's the thing, if we didn't have a dialogue come up, like, we wouldn't have hesitated for a second about stealing this. We would just click on the chest, find a bunch of gold, and be like, woohoo, we got a bunch of gold. But the game is making sure to point out that we are taking it from someone. We get a little flavor text. Oh, I did want to double check. I do have the volume set where I want, right? 100% master volume, 100% voice volume. All right. And I do have the game sounds at 100% in OBS. It feels like things might be a little quiet. I hope they're not, but...
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jaethal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course.
I do love that she uses a scythe as a weapon.
Me, and you can see what happened to them.
A pale elf, like ghost-given flesh.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
I mean, that's a fair question.
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
Oh, she's just undead. It's fine, you guys. She's just undead.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Okay, sounds good. So we have someone new in the party. Go through the trap-filled hallway. Let's take a look at the character sheets of everyone we've picked up so far. So, of course, there's us. We are slightly injured. We'll probably want to drop a heal. We've got Lindsay over here. So she is a level 1 chaotic good halfling bard. Good dexterity, con, decent intelligence, and very high charisma, which, I mean, yeah, suits her just great. And yet she is just the base bard, none of the specialty kits. In her spellbook, she knows ear-piercing scream. So 1 round is all it lasts. Although, okay, it does deal a d6 sonic damage and then can daze them. And then she's also got Cure Light Wounds, which might be more useful to us early on. If we take a look at the character sheet of Tartuccio the Buttface over here, he is a chaotic evil gnomish sorcerer. Now, we aren't going to be opposed to these so-called evil people. I mean, we don't read the character sheets, right? And everyone sort of justifies what they do for various reasons. But there's no way we're going to like Tartuccio. I mean, maybe there's a big twist later on in the game. I don't know. All I know is that at this point, he's a butt and he sucks. But he is a sorcerer, and that might be kind of useful. He's got Magic Missile and Burning Hands, and he's a sorcerer, so he doesn't have to choose what he memorizes. So I guess it's fine. The base Magic Missile here is just a 1d4 plus 1, right? Yeah, okay. So level 1 Magic Missile is not great. I mean, it can't miss, which is cool, but it's not necessarily the most useful. And then finally, we've got Jaethal over here, the neutral evil elf inquisitor, which Divine Caster, I don't know if this is a kit of cleric or if it's its own thing. I think it might be its own base class. I'm not sure actually over here, but that's what she is. Elf from, well, we haven't talked to her yet, so we actually don't know her backstory. She's got really good perception, which is nice to see. Quite strong. I believe she is, you know, kind of just going to be smashing things. Yeah, she's got her Masterwork Scythe over here. So it only rolls 2d4 damage. Although the damage goes up when equipped. I wonder why that is. Can we get a breakdown of the source of damage? It's 2d4 plus 4. Oh, I see. That's counting the plus 4 damage that she's going to get. Because it's adding 1.5 times her strength because it's a two-handed weapon. So it's effectively plus 4.5 rounded down. Yeah, all right. So that's going to be her weapon there. Yeah. You know, yeah, she's evil, but is she cruel is the question. You know, is she inefficient? This guy, I mean, we're going to be fighting with this guy over control of the barony. So there's no way we're not going to be in a conflict.
What troubles you?
Let's drop a Cure Light Wounds on ourselves. So we'll save our potions for later if we can. In this game, you do roll. This is 1d8 plus 1 right now, which I hate that range because you can get really shitty and pointless heals. Looks like this area is just a dead end. So move back over here. I'm going to hit a quick save. And yeah, apparently there are traps in this hallway.
I see something.
There we go. So Lindsay's the one who got the perception check. I think all the characters roll the perception check. And then we roll trickery to disarm, which I believe we will have the highest trickery. Yep. I suspect the difficulty on these traps in the tutorial area is pretty low, but don't know for sure. We can check the bookshelf. What is this, some sort of necklace? Carved beads. It's only worth 4 gold, but it's light, so there's no reason not to take it. And again, I have been through this area over here, so color me surprised when you find another trap. And then yet another trap after that. My gosh, I'm shocked to have found so many traps over here.
It is finished.
Excellent. We do get a little XP out of that, which is great. One more lootable over here. And yeah, we can just kind of ignore this. And we'll do a bulk loot at the when we leave the area, and we're going to get most of this anyway. But I don't want to risk being overweighted. Scroll of Shield of Faith and Scroll of Bless. So yeah, can be used with a skill check, but you can do a use magic device to see if we can successfully use this, which is going to be one of the things we'll probably invest some points in. Oh. Qu'est-ce que c'est? What are you dallying for? Thump. I'm telling you, Jamandi's cash has got to be here somewhere. Well, hurry up before... Stop! Someone's coming. Oh boy, here I go, killing again. These guys are both meleeers. I don't think I'll be throwing a bomb. I can probably just unpause and let them do their own thing. I should maybe change your positioning of things. What do you have going on here? Judgment. Are you a paladin? Inflict light wounds. Divine favor. Yeah, I don't know what the Inquisitor class is. She definitely has spells, though. Judgment. Surrounded by protective aura, +1 armor. I guess it's 1 use per day. Maybe she's got 1 judgment per day right now. +1 to hit or +1 to armor. I don't know. Just go ahead. Get in there and melee things. Oh, geez, she's taking a lot of damage there from the sneak attacks. Well, unfortunately, we can't heal her with a heal spell, but she can inflict light wounds herself, since she's undead. There we go. Oh, I can't shield her yet because I'm not level 2, but that's going to be definitely one of the things. Why don't you just go and drop another heal on yourself in case there's some incoming damage.
Assist me.
These sneak attacks are brutal! Okay, we need to finish these guys off a little faster. Let's use a magic missile on the guy who's pretty hurt already. Let's have her leave. They might get attacks of opportunity. Okay. But it's probably still safer. Because now at least they can't sneak attack her anymore.
Unworthy.
Okay, heal yourself again. They can't sneak attack because there's no flanking going on anymore. So that's probably going to be a big improvement. She's fine now. And then our archers will go and hit this guy. I don't think attacks from behind or anything do anything. There we go, big damage. I think we might have gotten a bit unlucky there. Alright, yes, there is a secret cache somewhere in here. Now, the question is, am I going to be able to do this puzzle a second time? So it's not over here. I think this is the path forward, so we don't want to go that way right now. Instead, there's 2 little side rooms over here. One over here. A couple of chests. Yeah, well, I don't think the horseshoe's worth anything, but we'll do that anyway. And then there's a couple of statues. And if you click on this one, they swap their sword position. And the same thing happens over here.
Follow my lead.
Did one of the characters sit down? I hadn't noticed that. I think Jaethal sat down. That's kind of interesting. We got another room over here with yet more statues. And then it becomes quite obvious, in my opinion, right away what we need to do. We need to get all the statues, presumably all of them with their sword up or sword down. It's a very classic puzzle, right? Where you click and it swaps to adjacent things. Now, I think... Let me move Lindsay back over here. I think what the deal is these are moving... Well, those only move those 2. Okay. And then over here, you can see it's moving these 2. I think this one does 3 things. And what does this one do? Yeah, but that becomes quite tricky. That's just these 2 down, but they don't link to each other. Oh, there we go. Whew. Got it. Cross this off our list. Jeez. That was kind of a pain in the butt. Hope this room was worth it. Got a chest over here with Masterwork Nunchucks, Wand of Magic Missile. You know, it's so cheap, that's going to be worth burning through quite quickly. We got some ink. I mean, it's light for the amount you get. Yeah, I'm not even convinced that's worth getting. Did we get XP for solving this, though? Looks like the answer is yes. We got 37 XP. Alright, well, at least we did that. Woof. Woof. Alright. Probably... Ooh, hello, assassins. Probably the thing to do would have been to flick each switch once while writing down the result, and then you can probably do a little graph to solve it. Friendly fire. And... yeah, go after this bowman over here. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's Kaessi! Kaessi! Coming in to help us out. Alright, good. As I say, do I have more heals for her? But we don't want to heal her. I know how to heal her out of combat, since healing potions won't work. Yeah, I actually don't know. Oops, sorry, I had to tab out for a second there. Where's my recording window? There we go. Everything's a little more fun with fire. Well, I mean, I do throw exploding little fire pots. So Kaessie's clearly going to be a good addition to our group.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
You sound like a Kelishite, am I right?
Of course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's finished. But if you'd like to share a dinner and pleasant conversation, just say the word.
I don't think we've met.
I am Kaessi, one of the many here who seek a better fate, answering the call of Lady Jamandi. But unlike the others, I never dropped my guard, day or night.
See, I like her. There are assassins on the prowl. We have to go.
I don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall.
Entrance to the main hall.
I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
Okie dokie. Well, with that, what we're going to do is we're going to put in a cut. help the wounded dwarf. More corpses on the floor here. Yeah, we're going to be talking to the dwarf and at the start of our next episode. Folks, thanks a lot for watching another one. I'm eager to get through the prologue here and explore some content that I haven't quite seen yet. And hopefully there are going to be no more of those silly lever traps. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.